An oath of office is an oath or affirmation a person takes before assuming the duties of an office, usually a position in government or within a religious body. Although such oaths are sometimes required of officers of other organizations, such oaths are often required by the laws of the state, religious body, or other organization before the person may actually exercise the powers of the office or organization. It may be administered at an inauguration, coronation, enthronement, or other ceremony connected with the taking up of office itself, or it may be administered privately. In some cases it may be administered privately and then repeated during a public ceremony. Some oaths of office are statements of allegiance and loyalty to a constitution or other legal text, or to a person or office holder. Under the laws of a state, it may be considered treason or a high crime to betray a sworn oath of office. The word oath, and the phrase, I swear, refer to a solemn vow. For those who choose not to, the alternative terms, solemn promise, and I promise, are sometimes used. The Governor-General of Antigua and Barbuda, before entering into his duties, must make an oath of allegiance and oath of office in the form specified in the Constitution of Antigua and Barbuda. The same is required of the Prime Minister, other ministers and parliamentary secretaries, but they also take the oath of secrecy. Members of the Public Service Commission for Antigua and Barbuda take the oath of allegiance and oath of office, while members of both houses of parliament are only required to make the oath of allegiance prior to participating in their respective house. Any of these oaths may be taken as an affirmation. When doing so, so help me God, is omitted. The oath of allegiance is set forth as follows. I, blank, do swear that I will faithfully bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors, according to law. So help me God. The oath of office is set forth as follows. I, blank, do swear that I will honor, uphold and preserve the Constitution of Antigua and Barbuda and the law. That I will conscientiously, impartially and to the best of my ability discharge my duties as and do right to all manner of people without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God. The oath of secrecy is set forth as follows. I, blank, do swear that I will not on any account, at any time whatsoever, disclose any counsel, advice, opinion or vote given by any minister as a member of the cabinet, and that I will not, except with the authority of the cabinet and to such extent as may be required for the proper conduct of the government of Antigua and Barbuda, directly or indirectly reveal the business or proceedings of the cabinet or any matter coming to my knowledge as a member of the cabinet. So help me God. All members of the Australian Parliament are required to take before taking their seat in Parliament an oath or affirmation of allegiance before the Governor-General of Australia. The requirement to take the oath is set out in Section 42 of the Australian Constitution, and the wording of the oath and affirmation are set out in a schedule to the Constitution. The oath is, I do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors according to law. So help me God. The affirmation is, I do solemnly and sincerely affirm and declare that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors according to law. Upon taking office, the Governor-General of Australia is required to take the above oath of allegiance as well as a second oath of office. I do swear that I will well and truly serve Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors according to law, in the office of Governor-General of the Commonwealth of Australia, and I will do right to all manner of people after the laws and usages of the Commonwealth of Australia, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God. In addition to swearing the oath of allegiance upon becoming a member of Parliament, the Prime Minister, ministers and parliamentary secretaries also recite an oath of office upon entering office. The wording of this oath is not prescribed within the Constitution and is ultimately determined by the Prime Minister of the day. Traditionally, the oath has repeated the swearing of allegiance to the sovereign, although this is not required. The current oath of office is, I do swear that I will well and truly serve the people of Australia in the office of and that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Australia. So help me God. The President, Prime Minister, Chief Justice, Speaker, Ministers take their oath of office. The oath is taken in Bengali. The President takes oath from the Speaker. Amy.